What's up, beautiful people? In this video, we are going to be talking about everything that you should be doing in your garden in the month of April. I am also excited because we are in another month, which means another fresh opportunity to get to growing. Let's get to it! What's up, beautiful people, and welcome to another episode of Don't Keep Up With the Joneses. 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 What's up, beautiful people, and welcome to another episode. It's me, Ricky Jones Jr., back again for another video, in which I'm also excited about. It is April. It is actually the birth month of my wife, which is, you know, also special for me in also many ways, right? But nonetheless, it gives us another way, another chance, another month to get to going and get to growing and trying different things in the garden. If this is your first time gardening, hey, this is a great time to go ahead and start going. We're getting into the spring months and things like that. But if you're an experienced gardener, you know as well, it's a fun time to get to going. However, we do know certain things happen during this season and time as opposed to others. However, we are going to learn and grow together. And with that being said, if this is your first time on this channel, welcome. I already said who I was, but if you will please subscribe, you'll be in direct communication and contact with me as I post various videos on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. As well, if you could, drop down in the comment section where you are viewing from, because we are steadily growing this gardening community, and knowing where you are as well as where somebody else is, that allows for us all to learn and grow together. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get into it. It is April, and we're gonna first start off with starting seeds under grow lights in April, which you all see my little grow light situation over here, in which it will probably just make sense to go ahead and give this section a read from this here section where my grow lights are currently. Alright, so different things that we can grow under the grow lights for and within the month of April, such as herbs like basil, chives. We can do some oregano, some parsley, sage, if that is your thing, which sage is also good for the brassica family, keeping away pests and things like that. Go ahead and give it a grow. Basil is a thing if you're growing tomatoes, which I'm not going to get too much into that. But companion planting with basil and tomatoes, beautiful, beautiful harmony. And so, yeah, go ahead and start those bad boys under the grow lights if that's your thing. Also, we can grow some brassica families under the grow light scenario, such as broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower, collards, and kale. You all know how I love kale. As well as some celery, lettuce, okra, Swiss chard, if that's your thing. Give it a grow under the grow light. You can do it in many ways, right? I've done it multiple ways under the grow lights in various videos. So if you need any content like that, just look that up. I promise you to be something there for you to learn from, okay? But then if growing under grow lights isn't your thing, and you're like, no, I just want to like direct sow outside, or here's some things that you can do. That you can do kale, lettuce, peas, which peas are fun. Just make sure with peas you have a trellis ready, because those bad boys are going to grow and they're going to vine out and you're going to be like, oh snap, what is going on? But then from there you could do bush beans or regular peas, like I said. Also beets, you go for them, all the different varieties of beets, which we have some beets growing on the grow lights right now. I'm going to go ahead and put those bad boys out. Some spinach and Swiss chard. I love spinach. Spinach is good for the body, just like Popeyes. You should be growing some spinach and let your kids eat spinach as well, right? And so brassica family, we can grow the broccoli, the Brussels sprouts, the cabbage, the collards, the kale, the radish, the turnips, all those bad boys we can direct sow outside, and it'll still grow beautifully well. But growing it under grow lights does allow for you to get, you know, more of a controlled environment when growing these bad boys, which can help in some cases the longevity of them actually growing to maturity. And so that's one of the benefits of growing under grow lights, as opposed to just direct sowing outside. You're up to the elements, and whatever the elements are is what your seeds will get, and it'll just, you know, grow in that situation. Here I have a set timer. I know when the lights are going to come on and when the lights are going to go off. I water it when I want to water it. I have a fan over there to keep circulation, so it's honestly controlled. But not everybody want to go to the extent However, the option is there if that's what you want to do. Or you can just direct sow, right? And we still get the same benefits. Some herbs that we can do right now in the month of April are calendula, which are awesome. Chamomile, which is great. You want to go ahead and get those growing if you're in Florida like myself. Sunflowers, go ahead and grow them, ladies and gentlemen, and they will be thankful for that. As well as carrots, we can do cilantro, we can do dill, we can do fennel, as well as lettuce. We can do those things sowing outside as far as seeds are concerned, right? So let's keep going. Boom. All right, great people. So I will say this, if you are in like a frost area, now that it's now April, springtime is upon us. So now you can start to take away the frost coverings and the things like that that you did put in your garden for the preparation and for the protection of your garden themselves. You can free them of those. We've now, you know, kind of surpassed those rough, cold months and things like that. That's a thing that you can do. Also, some people are now starting to establish raised beds and things like that. Make sure you, lumber is high right now, so check the different ways in which you want to go about it. Metal ones are still cool. Grow bags, 5-gallon buckets, those still are good to grow in. Just make sure they're food safe if you do use a 5-gallon bucket. But then even from there, let's just keep in mind too to starting compost bins. I see people now doing them in various cool ways, which, hey, I may do a video on different compost bins methods, but start doing that. And so even when you have different things growing along in your garden and you're like, I don't want to eat that, well, maybe that's something that you can actually compost, which I do a lot of composting of like lettuce and things like that I don't want to eat, collards that I don't want to eat, but it's still like green and a little yellow here and there. I just throw it in the compost bin and everything is good to go. It's just a cycle. It's a cycle in a circle. But then even too, I do want to say is that you do want to check to see if you need to fertilize your garden, your raised beds or whatever you're growing in, because seasons has changed and things like that. Different nutrients have been depleted out of your garden that you would want for your plants to grow in and your vegetables and things like that. So do keep all those things in mind when you are gardening now in this month, okay? I said a lot, but I will walk us all through it each and every season, right? Each and every month we're gonna be here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And even on this week I talked about different watering methods that I use personally in the garden, but you do want to start making sure that you have something in place, whether it's collecting rainwater and like the barrel situation that I have, or you have like a drip irrigation or some type of watering system. Be sure to have something set up, because as spring comes, sometimes the rain falls, sometimes the rain withholds itself, but you want to be sure to have everything in place. Either way, you are good to grow and your plants are happy with you, right? And then you could be happy with the outcome of the plant. See how everything just goes full circle? It's a unity circle, y'all. Boom! And so with that being said, great people, I hope this month will bring you so many happy times, fun times, and new opportunities to be able to grow out in a garden. Go for it. You know the herbs, you know the vegetables, you know the things in which you can grow right now, and I'm saying go for it all. Don't withhold, don't hold back, because there is a garden with your name on it, okay? All right, great people. And so remember, you do not have to garden alone. I'm always here, but then there's also a website in which you can find me, gardenwithmellc.com. I'll be there to learn and help you grow as well, and we'll just have fun in the meantime, in between time, okay? Grow lights, direct sow. It's up to you. You could do it either way. Until next time, I love you all. I appreciate you all. Peace.